What's going on, everyone? So, I'm back at y'all again today, and this time we're talking about time blocking for productivity and balance. Now, are you tired of feeling overwhelmed and unproductive? Time blocking might be the answer you have been searching for. Discover how you can reclaim and control your schedule and time with if you're less productive. So, here's the thing. I used to run a seven-figure company, and the biggest thing I can tell you for anyone, for employee, business owner, entrepreneur, doesn't matter who you are. If you want to be productive, you need to time block. What is time block? Well,
is time blocking. Time blocking is very simple. It is when you take your to-do list and you put it onto your calendar.
you go on your calendar. You go in there and put this time I am doing X, Y, Z, and nothing else. Now, this is why I want to explain to you why you want to time block your workday or your everyday life. Now, let me explain the concept of time block to you. You wake up in the morning, 4 to 6. You do paperwork for XYZ job. You eat breakfast for an hour and spend time with your family from 6 or to 8 because they have to go to school, whatever. And then you block a time for a drive to work. You need to have this type of lifestyle where you're blocking things if you want to be productive. Now, this is how a normal day works. I want to go to the gym in the morning, but you wake up late. Okay, it happens. Well, now you have to rush to work and you say, I'll try to do it after work. Well, then you find out you have to do something after work and you can't go to the gym. Well, there goes that day you can't go to the gym. And that's just how life is. You have things that happen. And the other issue, you do not time block for these things you want to do or to be productive in your business, your work day, or anything else like that. Distractions happen. And this time block will help you combat these distractions. So let's give you an example of a distraction at work. You come to work and let's say your boss come in there and give you work to do. And you just tell them, hey, I blocked 8 to 12 today to do this project. I can't do anything else. Well, he said it's urgent. Well, I blocked this time for this. Can you find someone else to do it? Or I will have to change my schedule and block another time to do this item if you want to complete it. This is how you get productivity. It combats distractions. So if someone comes in and try to distract you, you be like, hey, I need to get this done. I blocked this time for it. Please go away. And it blocks the productivity or procrastination because you blocked that time to do this. So when I ran my business, I would have to wake up every day to check emails between 5 and 7 a.m. and to send out invoices and pay people. So everyone knew between 5 and 7 a.m. I am depositing all the checks by e-deposit and paying out all the invoices for that day. If they do not get it to me from the day before, they weren't going to get paid. And this is the thing you have to understand. I blocked it. And I don't care what the customer says. I don't care what anyone says. I said between 5 and 7 a.m. I work on this so I can be productive and not go crazy on trying to keep paying people all day. Because when you run a business, everyone's going to be asking you, we need you to pay now. We need you to do this. You say, well, if you don't give me the invoices between 5 to 7 a.m. or the day before, you're not going to get paid out today. You can get paid out tomorrow just because I have other things to do. And this is how you block it out. And it showcased its effectiveness because I did this and I was able to run a business, hang out with my family, and work a full-time job. You understand? I did all this while doing it. Now, the thing about it, the art of scheduling your day. This is the hard part.
Is time blocking for you? Here's how to successfully time block. First, set aside time for priority tasks at your most productive time of day. Second, schedule your breaks and exercise time to reduce stress and optimize your productivity. Third, don't overschedule yourself. Things will go wrong, so
And the difference between time block for method is a whole different method. Everyone has a different type of time blocking. I did time blocking per task and any similar task that related to it. Some people just put time block to work on a certain business for these hours, and people like Elon Musk, he does it for his business.
Ever wonder how Elon Musk manages to juggle multiple companies? The secret is time blocking. In his daily schedule, Musk divides his day into 5-minute blocks.
Between a certain time to certain time, he only works on Tesla. Between certain time, he only works on XYZ for a company. So you have to block it out. So you need to find what matches your schedule and what you want to do for your day. For a work environment, it counts on what you're going to do. Now, it's not always easy because you have meetings coming up. You have an emergency meeting coming up. But if you block that schedule, they will see that, hey, he's busy for that time, and they'll try to work around your schedule. This is why in a corporate world, you get a calendar and they invite you to the schedule and they try to stick to the schedule. And at the end of the day, this does happen. In the corporate world, if you block your schedule, they will try to work around it the best of their ability. Sometimes they can't. But if you have a blank schedule, they're not going to know to block out your schedule and they're going to assign you stuff. So this will help you. And emphasize the importance of aligning tasks with your natural energy level. So if you're a morning person, because I'm a morning person, I do more tasks in the morning than the afternoon. Afternoon, I kind of groggy, slow down. So I align almost all my most important tasks that needs to be done in the morning and the easier and lazier tasks in the afternoon. Well, you could be the opposite. You might take a while to ramp up. So in the morning, you might put your easiest task so you can get your coffee in you, work your way up. So you need to line up your day. And that's the art of scheduling your day. You know, I can give you some tips on it and to reach your goal and time efficiency. Now, here's some of the tips you need to know about the art of scheduling your day. You need to make it to align to you, not your work. How do you work best? Because that's how you get the most productivity done at your job, the most efficient. Yes, the company, as a business owner, I do understand you want to match it for the company to give the company the best, but that doesn't work out. If they want to get the most out of you, you have to align it to work with your schedule the best. Because some people are not morning peoples. Some people are afternoon people and they work better in the afternoon. They get a lot more done because they can't get to work on time, XYZ. They're better at afternoon meetings or they're better in the morning. There's different type of people. Some people are good at working from 11 to 2, but in the morning and afternoon, they really slow down. So you have to find stuff that matches you. And you have to have realistic goals in between those times. Because I understand you block out a schedule, let's say a 2-hour block to do paperwork for invoices and everything else like that. But you work for a Fortune 500 company. That's not realistic. You might get 2,000 invoices a day. You're not going to get done in 2 hours. You need a realistic goal and time to do everything in. And that's some of the tips I can give you. Now, crafting your personal time block system. Now, there's no guide on how to do this. But the best thing I can tell you, you need to choose the right time blocking tools and apps that works for you. So what do I mean by this? Craft your personal time block system. So most places use calendars, Google calendars or a workday calendar, whatever works for you. So for me, I have a personal calendar, a workday calendar, and a business calendar. I have 3 calendars that all correlates to one Google one. So I can see my day throughout the day. Yes, I have to use all these tools to integrate with each other. You know what happens if I don't? Then I'm going to forget my children concert, or I'm going to miss out on them playing volleyball, something like that. or I need to be there for a doctor appointment. I had to have all this schedule put out to make sure I don't miss anything important. And that goes for business too. I might have a business meeting or for a personal reason. I might have a meeting at work. I have to have all this. And this is how you have to do it. And now you need to categorize on your time sheets or your thing how important some of these meetings are so that everyone can see it and explain to everyone how important some of these time blocks are. Now, if you don't explain to them how important or tell people this is important, you're going to miss out. This is what I'm going to say because they're going to say my time is more important. Well, at the end of the day, you say for in this incident, these blocks right here, I cannot reschedule. I have to do them. These can kind of get rescheduled and these can get rescheduled. And you have to work with your employee, your employer, your bosses, your family. And this is what you need to understand. And here is a realistic example when I ran my 7-figure company. So from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., I'll wake up and respond to all emails and deposit all checks. From 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., I'll go to the gym every day. From 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., I will work my 9 to 5. From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., I will send out all invoices and all payments for the day. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. was family time. And then from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. is to answer the rest of the emails from work and anything else I need to handle. And then go to sleep. I did that every single day. Now, does it work out perfectly? No. Sometimes I had to do other things, but that's how I schedule it. Some days I have to take off work and I have to reschedule to do a business meeting. So this is why I say you have to work it with your own company and a business. It was not easy to manage my time, but that's how I did it. And it worked out really well. Now, balancing work, life, and everything in between, this is where the block time really helps. I do this all the time for work and personal life, and it helps achieve a work-life balance. This is where you need to block out time for your family. If you want to go on a date, you need to block out a time. Nothing's more important than a good work-life balance. If you don't block out those times for it, you are not going to have it, especially if you're salary. If you're a salary employee, they're going to just keep trying to make you work. But you need to block out time for personal time. Show the corporation personal time breaks on your schedule. So let's say you have a lunch break. Put a lunch break on there so that everyone knows between this time and this time you're on lunch. Put your 15-minute coffee break or 30-minute coffee break from this time to this time so you don't get overworked and everyone know where you're at if you're not responding to emails right away. Go ahead, do it. Will some people get mad? Yes. Oh, he put time on. But you say, no, it's just so y'all know what I'm doing. It's not me being, unproductive. I'm trying to tell y'all I went to go get coffee. I went to go get lunch. I took a break because I've been working for 3 hours and it gives me time to decompress. This shows you're good at time management. And I encourage you to do this for your personal time blocking for the specific need. Anniversary, dates, going to your kids' events. Make sure you put time blocks so you don't forget. Now, mastering time block for maximum impact. Now, the thing about this is no one's good at it at first. For me, it took me a while to get used to it. That schedule I gave you, it changed all the time, but it gave me the thing about scheduling things out, meeting with customers, meeting with my employee, meeting with my staff. I had to block out time and I got used to it, getting everyone on a schedule, and it worked out at the end of the day. And the best thing I can tell you to do this is overcoming common block challenges. It's not easy. You have to work on it. You have scheduling conflict. You have, you're too busy. You can't get lined up. You can get past all this. But guess what you have to do? You have to keep doing it until you get better at it. No one mastered this right away. And like and subscribe to my video. That's all I got about time management. You can do this. Make sure you try to use block time. It really works for businesses. It really works for a personal life. It works for everyone. So it worked for me. It did me well. And I was able to run a 7-figure business and keep my 9 to 5.